Hey, how you doing? It's Mike again, coming back with some more motivation. I really just wanted to talk about, what you like how to decipher what people mean, what you mean to them in their life and how people will treat you. Cuz it's like I notice how in life, you know, we got people that don't mess with you at all. They don't care too much or nothing about you. But as soon as you pass on, there they is at your funeral. You ain't talked to this person in years. You don't know. You really don't even know this person at this point. But you at their funeral, acting like you really cared about them when you know you didn't treat that person right. You know you didn't treat them right. You know they was not. They just wasn't that person. They wasn't the it person. You didn't choose them. So I was like, why be fake and go to their funeral? You know what I'm saying? I just be really wanting people to understand what somebody really means to you in your life. Because somebody that could walk out on you in the hardest times, somebody that can see that you going through something, you letting them know you going through stuff and they still don't care nothing about you, them is not people that you want in your life in a real way. Because it's like, when you alive, they'll treat you dead, and when you dead, they treat you like you alive. And I'm like, why does it take for me to leave this earth for you to care about me? And I realize that as you get older, people just stop caring about you. They don't feel like you worth the time no more. When you're a little kid, you a child and stuff, people they like, oh, that's all right, that's all right. Nowadays, they'll get mad at you for not knowing something, even if you wasn't taught it or you ain't really got all the information or something. They'll treat you so bad and they'll look at you like you stupid. And I'm saying to myself, like, where did we come from? How did we get to that point in life where people, you don't know something and now you don't want to mess with them because they don't know? Or you looking at them like they stupid now? Like, it's people in this world, some people don't know. There's certain things you just don't know. Like, how do you treat somebody that way because of that? I've never understood life in that way. I've never understood why people can tell somebody that they love them and they don't really love them. I've never understood that. I could never be that person. If I tell you I love you, it's because I really do love you. It's not no pretend thing. Oh, I love you for the moment. I love you when you doing something for me. I love you whatever you got going on. I could never be that way towards somebody. I could never act like I like you and if I don't like you. I could not be around you and then behind your back go start talking about you. I could never be that type of person. I've never been that type of person. I'm really laid back at this point. Like, I don't really even mess with nobody, really. Even at school, like, I'm in my own zone. I'm really just trying to graduate. Shout out to the class of 2025, by the way. We got 2 more months. 2 more months. Not even like, it really depends on when you graduate, actually. But yeah, that's just my focus right now. Graduating and trying to, do something with my life. But one thing for certain is I don't want to hurt nobody. I don't want to lead nobody on. I don't want to, confuse nobody or nothing like that. I'm not like that. I don't want to do that at all. I really just want to, live a peaceful and good life. And I know a lot of people want to do the same. But sometimes you just got to really put it in perspective in your life and know who to have in your life and who not to have in your life. Like, in a real way. Like, me as a person, like, if you don't call me, I'm not going to call you. If you ignore me, I'm going to ignore you. If you don't speak to me, I'm not going to speak to you. And it ain't nothing like that. It's because in my life, I done did that, reaching out to people. And at this point, I'm going to stop reaching out to people that don't really reach out to me. You not caring about me. I could be dead under a bush. You wouldn't even care. You wouldn't even know. You ain't even concerned with me. You ain't checking up on me. But when I check up on you, I don't get no response. I don't get no call back. I don't get, hey, I got your message. How you doing? I know for certain. One thing you got to know is when you reach out to somebody and they go days and days and days and not contact you, it's because they don't want to. You got to understand, they don't want to. Because nobody is without their phone. They got their phone 24/7. Guarantee it. Guarantee it. They got their phone for sure. They got their phone and they know what they doing. They just don't want to talk to you. I guarantee you, while you sitting there waiting on somebody else to text and call you, they doing the same for somebody else. You're not even interested. You're not even priority. You're not even number one priority to them. And that's why you got to understand. Anybody that comes into my life, I always ask God, if this person is for me, give me a sign, Lord. If this person is not for me, Lord, remove them out my life. That's what I say. Because I know deep down inside, I don't want to be sitting here giving you all the good stuff I got on the inside of my heart, expressing myself to you, and you don't care nothing about me. And that goes for relationships, friendships, any type of dealings you got with anybody. You don't want that. You don't want somebody just in your life just to be in your life. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes people get confused with the fact that some people in your life and they just been there for so long. You think, oh, they been there through thick and thin. When really it's a routine to them. It's not in their heart though. It's a routine. They only doing it because they just been doing it. And that's that, and they don't know nothing else. But in reality, their heart and their mind is not really with you. Their intentions is not with you. Let something better come into their life. They're going to leave you high and dry too. That's why you got to be able to decipher and to know who to have in your life. And that comes from the man up above. When you keep a connection with him, he'll let you know. He'll give you signs all the time. You just got to be willing to see it. And willing to know whether you want to have this person in your life. Now, if you keep on getting the signs and you keep ignoring them, you're going to keep getting hurt. And don't be wondering why it's happening. Because I've known my whole life, when you ask the Lord to show you something, he gonna show it to you for sure. For sure, he gonna show it to you. That's why I be asking some people, I'm like, how you know this person don't care about you and you still want them in your life? Like, I never get that. I never understood that. I never did. I've never been the type of person to be fake with somebody. If I'm for you, I'm for you. If I don't fool with you, I don't fool with you. That's just how it is, you know? But that's just how it be with me. And I'm like, I can't show no other way. I gotta be honest, you know? And people that know me know that I'm gonna be honest with all the way around the table. And that's for sure. You know? And I just hate that this generation is gonna get a lot of that. Because, like, we got a lot of toxic. We got a lot of... This generation probably worse than any generation of all right now. I'm just saying. Probably the worst generation. And, you know, God gonna make a believer out of a lot of people. A lot of them. And it's crazy too. It really is. And I just be sitting back and I be asking myself, like, why we got so many heartless people in this world? Somebody ain't giving you what you want. Somebody ain't, like, it's a material thing now. It ain't even no real love in this world. I just really realized that. And everything going on in this world, this generation, that's just what this generation has become. And we got a lot of old folks, you know what I'm saying, who been here before. And they ain't no better. They supposed to be the example leading us. They not even doing that. They following behind all the other stupid people. Nobody has a real mindset to lead and live the right way and live righteously for the Lord. Everybody else is just jumping on the bandwagon. Okay, they doing it. They making this money, so I'm finna go do it too. We don't got nobody that's leading it, really. I don't see nobody. I'm be honest, nobody. Everybody who you thought was living for the Lord, they falling away. They come in saying, oh, God this, God that, and then they do something else by 10, 15, 20 years later. Nobody has a firm grip. Nobody's standing strong for real. They just talk about it, but they not living like it. And that's what really just be having my mind in a whole, like, phrase. And I be asking some people, I'm like, if you really saved, this people that say they really saved, if you really saved, think about everything that you do in your life, from your career, like artists. If you know this is not something pleasing to the Lord, why is you making this music, causing all these kids and other people to falling away from the Lord? If you somebody that do whatever movies or whatever, if you know this ain't a movie you gonna sit down and watch with Jesus, why would you make it? Making it bad for people. Why would you do it? Why? Why would you do it? You can't answer that question though. And I don't want to hear, oh, everybody be going along with what the people want. But nobody listens to what God says. I just really realized that. Nobody listens to what the Lord says. At all. Like now we got people who be saying, oh, I'm saved, but I cuss. I'm saved, but I drank. I'm saved, but I smoke. You not saved if you doing that. I'm sorry to tell you that. You not saved if you doing that. At all. You need to go get resaved because that's not saved. You need to go get saved again and do it the right way because that's not saved at all. You letting some people think that you really saved and if you saved, you can do that. I don't know where they get that from. I don't know who put that in your brain and put that in your noggin, but that's not right. You living totally reckless and wrong. You're not even living right. You need help. You need help. You need help, for real. That's a slap in the Lord's face, for real. Because you know what the words say. And a lot of these celebrities, they be knowing what the words say, but they'll still try to put their twist on it to try to convince you that they right. So you can still support them when they leading you down the wrong path the whole time. That's why you got to really know who you listening to, who you watching. Because these people, they brainwashers, for real. They'll try to brainwash you. And if you ain't got your own mind, they will take you down the path and you'll be sitting there doing stuff that they'll have you listening and doing all type of things. And guess what? Their kids not even doing that. They don't want their kids involved in none of it. But they'll introduce it to you. But they won't introduce it to their kids. That's how you know. That's how you know what it's about. They don't care nothing about you. For real. They'll make something for everybody to see, other kids not caring about the kids that's going to watch it in the future, but they don't want their kids involved in none of that. None of it at all. That's why you got to be really headstrong. You got to really be wise. And at the same time, parents, you got to make sure you watching all your kids, involved in everything they're doing. If you got to go through phones, if you got to go through whatever you got to go through to make sure that they straight, that's what you got to do. Because this generation, it ain't looking too good. You know what I'm saying? We got people it's really a tragic, for real. It ain't going places that we thought it would be going. Like they doing worse than a generation before us and before that. I'm like, don't get me wrong. The devil ain't got all of us. But he sure got a lot of us. He got a lot of us young people. And it's really sad, but at the end of the day, you keep the faith, keep God first, and be wise. Have a discerning spirit, for real. I promise you, you're going to make it. You keep God first, you will make it.